Good morning, good afternoon, good night, somewhere in this world. Holistic Journey with TLA is always on a journey. Definitely with TLA, True Love Always. So guys, thank you again for joining me with Holistic Journey, Season 1, Segment 5. Alright guys, if you guys have been following this season, I have been speaking about a lot of self-care actions and mostly how to get DNA at your best. And that is holistically, mind, body, and spirit in a holistic, spectromatic way. So guys, we are all human beings. We are holistic beings. We're beings that are becoming something. And we are becoming our greatest version. And that is our hope, and that is our desire, and that is our mission. So we definitely want to go ahead and find out how can we dive into that on different ways. Different people, different things. So we want to go ahead and explore those different ways that we can do that, okay? So thank you again for joining me. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. Now, my last segment, segment 4, was speaking about protecting your space, mind, body, and spirit, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical space. And how important is that? It will get you through your journey on a better frequency and allow you to reach those goals that you're determined to reach within yourself, holistically, and also in your atmosphere and the things that you thrive to do in this world. Alright guys, so I will definitely encourage you all to look back on my segment 4 and segment 3, 2, 1. And it will definitely get you on your mark to get set and flow into your journey. Alright guys, so thank you for joining me, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. We're speaking about protecting your space. So what I'm going to do is reiterate a little bit on how important that is. And if you guys ever would take the time to go back and check that out on the segment 4, I want to go ahead and explain to you about an anthropologist, guys. He's an anthropologist by the name of Edward Hall. And Edward Hall was a guy that does lots of research and lots of studies and articles based on personal space. And personal space, guys, I would say, your aura, your energy field. And what he identified it as is a bubble, and that helps you identify where to put certain people, places, and things within your field, your energy field, to be able to be more productive, to be able to be more who you are, and to put your best foot forward. So he identified these things as your bubbles, and there are 4 of them. He identified the 4 bubbles, guys. And the first one is the dot in the middle. If you think about a target, there's a dot and there's a circle and another circle and another circle. So if you would see those as part of who you are, there's an intimate space, there's a personal space like family, loved ones, close ones, there's a social space, and there's another space to keep your mind open to meeting new places, people, and doing new things. All right, so in your journey, guys, you want to understand that way you can kind of be able to flow better in your journey and understand why it's so important. All right, and how it also help you mentally, emotionally, and physically on your journey. All right, so we're trying to get that DNA at its best, and that is what our goal is, and that is what we're determined to do. And I want to share a few things that we kind of studied over the time to share with you all that helped me, and also that allowed me to see how to plug things into my life better. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about last week, like I said, was protecting your space, and you can go back and definitely look into that and see how it plays a part in your life. And we're going to be focused on journaling. We're going to be focused on setting a routine. And routines, guys, when you want to get into a routine, guys, understand what a routine is. It's something that you do consistently for a certain purpose, a drive. You have the desire, the energy, building that momentum to get the synergy built up within yourself to make things happen in your life. So I wrote a few things down to kind of let you see that, what it will take. It would definitely take consistency, because the more you do things constantly, the more your body, mind gets used to it. So you're training your brain to be consistently and doing something. If it's not used to that, you're definitely going to get out of your comfort zone. So that's another thing it takes. Getting out of your comfort zone is huge, because a lot of times we've been conditioned, we've been molded, we've been shaped into being this, being that, doing this, doing that. So we definitely want to get out of our comfort zone, guys, all right? So it also takes intentions, setting your intentions forefront. That's what those regiments are about. Morning, noon, and night. Setting that regiment, setting your intentions, that moment, staying in the moment. And definitely it takes mindfulness, okay? Because it's easy to get redirected, get distracted. So we definitely want to bring ourselves back in the center and become balanced, all right? So finding that balance is very important, all right? Because when you're balanced, you know where your center is. Finding your center. And then you can kind of see and measure where you're coming out of that balance. And I did say last segment I was going to share something with you, but I think I'm going to share that on my next segment because I want that to be something in itself. All right? And that's something, a tool that I use to measure where you are holistically, mind, body, and spirit. So that would definitely allow you to understand how far are you and how far have you gone? How far have you come out of yourself to become your greatest version? All right? And also taking deliberate action, doing things deliberately is very vital to manifest those things that you desire, mind, body, and spirit. What energy did you want to invite into your space to get you to your next level is very important. So we definitely want to do things deliberately, be consistent, setting your intentions, and going for it. All right? In doing that, you want to definitely have your space clear. Okay? Think about that. Think about if you go buy a building and you have all this nice furniture and nice ideas that you want to put in there, and you know how hard and difficult that would be if it's full of a lot of dusty cobwebs and old furniture that doesn't belong to you, and you just like, oh my gosh, I have no space for my own. All right? So think about that. You are a beautiful building. You are a beautiful, beautiful building that is waiting to be developed. All right? Now, if you look at those bubbles, I want you to do something for me, for you actually. But I would like for you guys to go into your journal, draw 4 bubbles. Okay? That is going to be your space. Make a bubble for mind, body, and spirit. Okay? Because you're a spectrum of who you are. You're not just a physical body doing things, taking action. You are a mindful person, a mindful being, a spiritual being. All right? So we want to be mindful of that. All right? So we want to identify what is occupying your space at this moment. What is occupying them holistically in each bubble, okay? And then draw your dream bubbles. Okay? So think about what that would look like, your dream bubbles. And being realistic, being honest, and being true to yourself, and be selfishly selfish, because when you put your best foot forward, you will put your best foot forward for you and all you come in contact with. All right? So think about that. That's a little assignment that you can do to just identify where you are and what's occupying you, mind, body, and spirit. All right? And another thing, guys, I'm going to show some examples about the energy field. So if you think about the energy field of the earth, it has this center, the core, that pulls this good energy in, puts energy out to make it keep orbiting in the place where it's supposed to be. Think about you as an individual. You have your chakras. You're here. You're grounded. And when you're grounded, your energy is going to flow straight through you, expand and express itself, okay, around and back, around. It's like a revolving energy force, okay, that is being created by your thoughts, your activities, your intentions, the things that you are, mind, body, and spirit. Even the things you eat, most definitely we can't leave that out, because food has vibration, and that is something that I'm going to talk about at the end, briefly, about how food can affect your DNA. It can affect your frequencies and energy that flowing through you, and physical capacity. All right. Now, the main thing I want you guys to focus on today is your bubble. Identifying those things, journaling it, writing it down, placing it in your face. Because when you see things, you're more apt to be able to say, okay, this is what it is. This is what I should do. How many ways can I do this? So many different ways, but what works for you? It's up to you to identify that. All right? So that's what we're going to focus on. What works for you? All right? And once you identify those things, guys, once you identify those things, you want to start writing that down. Morning, noon, and night regimens, guys. And you want to break that habit, break those mental barriers. Once you do it more and more, you will break those barriers. You will be more apt to break the barriers and tune in to that excitement, that joy that it brings to you, that satisfaction it brings to you. And now you've reached another level to where you can now build on that like a Lego. So you're building yourself, you're bringing those things into you that is desired. All right. Now, one thing I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys is the common thing that we all face daily as a collective human being, a collective humankind. All right. And every day we have this and that pulling us. We have to go do this, we have to do that to make our life flow. And that builds up anxiety. And a lot of people have different reasons why they deal with anxiety. So identifying what brings you anxiety, and that way you can prevent some of the things that you're being faced with and some of the barriers that you can alleviate in your energy field and on your journey. So I want to go ahead and share this link with you guys. There's a link that I was looking at earlier. Okay, and this link will identify some things that kind of causes people to detour unconsciously. Because if you don't know how to deal with anxiety and we can't deal with it, learning how to cope with it and then dealing with it matters on your journey. So we're preparing yourself for that journey, okay? Holistically with TLA, True Love Always. So here I have a link from, let me find it here. 1 second. Let me get that out. Let me go back here. Because this is, I believe it's the Mayo Clinic. Let me see. It's a link that really resonates and it has great information. So this is information that I was reading that can help you identify what anxiety can do and how it causes you to detour unconsciously and get you caught up in a web that you don't really want to be in, but we have to gain control of that and start nipping those webs down. All right, so this is the Mayo Clinic, and I will definitely add that link to the description bar at the end of this video. All right, so here it's, I'm gonna go briefly at the bottom. So guys, anxiety can really traumatize the situations that people are dealing with on a daily basis. And that's something that a lot of us common people, everybody in this world deals with, because there are so many different reasons that people deal with anxiety. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys briefly things that anxiety can cause, because there's a trickle effect to everything. There's a domino effect to everything. Thoughts, negative thoughts brings negative vibrations. Negative vibration bring negative actions, negative consequences. So we're going to definitely look into this. And then positive thoughts, positive activities, positive actions, and all those things. So here we go. And you can look at this yourself. So this is just me reading from the Mayo Clinic, and it has diseases, conditions, and things like that caused by anxiety. Because that's something I want to speak about because we all dealt with it before, I'm quite sure. Whoever hasn't, please let me know and let me know how you did it. So it can definitely cause heart disease. If you think about it, anxiety causes your heart rate to pump and just be out of rate. Okay, and I'm quite sure, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but my common sense said if something's doing overworking, it can cause heart diseases. Okay, and diabetes it can cause. Okay, this is coming from the MayoClinic.com, and I'm thinking that it causes diabetes because when I was dealing with anxiety, I would want to eat, and the things I'm grabbing is comfort food, quote unquote, comfort food. I didn't say healthy food, I said comfort food. So overeating, unhealthy things can definitely cause belly fat, obesity, and things like that. So you want to think about what we're doing to our mind, body, and our spirit when we're dealing with life at hand. Thyroid problems, respiratory disorder, drug misuse and withdrawals, chronic pain, irritable bowel syndromes. Like, think about it. If if you have anxiety, which is a high level of stress on a constant basis, and I do know from reading and studying different things, when you're overstressed, it causes cortisol to be released in your body, which is a hormone, and it causes your gut to lock up. And that's why females, women, are more prone to having belly fat, because we deal with stress on a different level than men do. So we want to definitely go ahead and look into this when we're on a journey, so that we can flow smoothly in so many ways. Okay, guys? And it also, let me see, rare tumors that produce certain fight or flight hormones. Okay, so definitely when you're in fight flight, guys, the thalamus and different parts of your brain, they're supposed to communicate and flow and connect to each other. But when you're in fight flight all the time or too much, it stops that a part of your brain, I believe the hypothalamus, that is supposed to communicate with another part of your brain, that it's not getting there. It's not sending the signals. So you're getting backed up, you're getting clogged up, and you want to look into that more. All right, so that is something I want to just put out there a little bit, so you guys can look into it more, do your own research. And I'm definitely always learning for myself to make myself better and how my DNA at its best. So when I'm journaling, when I'm on my journey, my holistic journey with TLA, I can definitely get on my mark, get set, and flow. Okay, don't want to just go, 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 go. I want to just flow. So there you go. I want you guys to do the same and do it the way you do it, and make it do what you do best. All right, with your DNA at its best. All right, guys. So that is pretty much what I had for you guys today. So we're going to be journaling, we're going to be reflecting, we're going to be activate that energy with that momentum, with consistency and all those great things, and we're going to maintain it. And nothing can be totally maintained at a level at all times, but guess what? You're going to be doing maintenance on yourself. Maintenance matters. Okay? A car or anything in this world that's built has to be repaired. So you want to definitely repair yourself. Have your toolkit that can repair yourself, and getting on this regimen is one of the tools. Journaling is one of the tools. Getting your indicators within yourself is another great tool. Ooh, you got a lot of amazing tools already. And just getting the courage, guys. This is going to take courage. Okay, it's going to take courage to really look into yourself, mind, body, and spirit, and really, really flow and let all those things that's not serving you go. Okay, that's people, places, and things. That's your own behaviors. If it's you and behaviors, let it go, because you can't flow like that. Okay, we're trying to have DNA at its best. All right, so I definitely encourage you guys to jump on your holistic journey with TLA and just do it. Okay, with or without Nikes, just do it. All right, and I thank you guys for joining me this morning, this afternoon, this night, somewhere in this world, with Holistic Journey TLA, forever on a journey, will always be on a journey. All right, to have DNA at its best. All right, guys, and you guys have an amazing, amazing manifesting day. And understand that you are in control of your energy. You own your energy. Take control of that energy and be that lightning bolt that's gonna penetrate through those barriers and get to your destination. All right, thank you.